Hello Standard 9, your Arun sir, and going to discuss Biology chapter 12, Skeleton, Movement and Locomotion, and it is part 2. Dear children, till today what things we have discussed? We discussed about the function of a skeleton, we discussed about the bones in detail, and we discussed two important give reason question. The diagram of a long bone we have discussed. Diagram based question may be there from the long bone, and two give reason question we have discussed. That as our age becomes more, as we grow older, it is very difficult to rejoin the bones after fracture, because our bones become fragile due to loss of this organic part. And I have told that if we will put bone in dilute hydrochloric acid, the inorganic part will dissolve and the bone will become soft in such a way that we can turn it, we can tie a knot. And we have also discussed about the outer covering of the bone, periosteum, and its location and function. That part is clear. We have discussed about the bone marrow in which the WBC and RBCs are formed. Now, we have to discuss here in detail about the human skeleton. Okay. Human skeleton in detail we have to discuss, and this human skeleton is divided into two parts: axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Okay, so first, this human skeleton is divided into two groups, axial and appendicular. Now, axial skeleton, what is there? What type of skeleton it is? We are knowing that we have got, while we are born, total 206 bones are there. In adult, 206 bones are there, but while we are born, that time more than 300 bones. More than 300 bones. Okay. Some bones fuse together to form single bone. Okay, some bones fuse together to form single bone. Now, these 206 bones are classified into group axial and appendicular. Now, try to understand the meaning of axial. Axial, the word comes from axis, main, means the main skeleton, and appendicular means others are attached to the main. Attached to the main. Try to understand. Axis, main, and what are there in main? Skull, vertebral column, that is in the main. Skull and vertebral column. We will discuss in detail about these two things, skull and vertebral column. So let us start our discussion with the skull. This skull khopdi. How many bones are there? What are the function of those bones? Whole part, this head part, do you know? This skull consists of 8 bones. In skull, total 8 bones are there. And our skull contains 8 bones. This one. And by this skull, brain is protected. Brain is protected. Okay. So we can call it brain box or cranium. Cranium. And these 8 bones are joined by fixed joint. We can't move the bones of the skull. So there are 8 bones in the skull joined by fixed joint, and function is to protect the brain. And as far as face is concerned, our face contains 14 bones. Face has 14 bones. Now, this face is made up of 14 bone and skull is made up of 8 bone. Now, very important to know that out of this 14 bone, upper and lower jaw is there. Upper jaw and lower jaw. Lower jaw can be moved. This can be moved. And due to movement of lower jaw only, I am able to speak. You are able to eat. Other part of the face you can't move. Neither the cranium nor this skull, not the upper bone. You can't move it. You can move only the lower jaw. And one more thing is there, that just in the head one hole is there. This is suppose this is the head, and in head one hole is there, and through that hole the vertebral column is fixed. This is the backbone and here is the head. And in head this hole is called a very important hole, and that hole by which this head is fixed called a foramen magnum. Foramen magnum. And one more thing, through this foramen magnum only, this spinal cord passes from brain to vertebral column or backbone. Try to understand. This hole on which this head is fixed to the vertebral column, backbone, and through this hole only from the brain, this spinal cord runs to the vertebral column. From inside the vertebral column, one thread is there. In your backbone, one thread is there. That thread is the spinal cord, and that comes from the brain and goes to the last part of the vertebral column. Very clear? And through this hole only, the name of the hole is the foramen magnum. So very clear what is foramen magnum. Now, some more thing which we have to discuss. We have understood about the 20 bones, 8 in the skull and 14 in the face. So that part is clear. Now let us discuss the detail of the vertebral column. How many bones are there in backbone? Vertebral column, or in simple language you can say backbone. Dear children, backbone is not a single bone. It is joined piece. Many bones are there. This way. Many bones are joined. Now a question arises. How many pieces of bones are joined in our backbone? Total 33 bones are there. Means 33 pieces of vertebral column are there joined together to make our backbone. So this part is clear, and out of 33 only 26 are visible. What happened to other? Where the other bone goes? Other are fused together. Okay, rest fuse together. Rest fuse together to form single bone. Okay, we will discuss in detail. Means in our backbone or vertebral column, total 33 bones are there. They are attached to each other. Now, out of these 33 bones, according to the area, it is classified into 5 parts. Okay, what are those 5 parts? First one is the bone of neck. Okay, bone of neck. It can be divided into 5 groups. What are those 5 groups? Number 1, that is cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae. Next one is the thoracic vertebrae. Thoracic vertebrae. Third one is the lumbar vertebrae. Lumbar vertebrae. Fourth one is the sacrum, and fifth one is the coccyx. Now, try to understand the number. How many bones are there in cervical vertebrae? There are 7 bones. In thoracic, 12 bones. In lumbar, 5. And in sacrum, 5. And in coccyx, 4. Now, try to understand how many bones are there in our vertebral column. First one is cervical. Cervical vertebrae contain 7 bones. Thoracic contain 12 bones. Lumbar 5. Sacrum 5. And coccyx 4. So total when you will do 12, 7, 19, 19, 10, 29 and 4, 33. But what I have told you that only 26 are visible. This sacrum fuses to form single bone. Okay. Sacrum fuse to form 1, and this coccyx fuse to form 1 bone. Once more try to understand. These 5 bones of the sacrum fuses to form 1 bone, and this 4 bones of coccyx fuses to form 1 bone. Now, let us discuss. Cervical means neck. Thoracic means chest. In chest we have what? 12 bones are there in the chest cavity. Lumbar. After that 5. And the sacrum 5. just go down, and last bone is the coccyx between the hips. The last bone between the hips, that is the coccyx. 4 bones are there, and that is fused to form single bone. Sometimes in female there is premature delivery. We are born after 9 months from our mother's womb. Sometime after 7 months only some child are born, and those child may have a small tail, and later on that tail is removed by the doctor. From where we are mammals, and one characteristic of mammal is that we must have a tail. But in our mother's womb only that tail is present. The last bone, 4 bones fuses together, so the tail is not seen. But sometime a child may be born with tail, which is removed by the doctor. So dear children, we have understood about the 33 bones, and 5 bones of the sacrum fuses to form 1 bone, and 4 bones of the coccyx fuses to form 1 bone. 26 are visible, and there are 33 bones. That part is very clear. Now, give reason question. One very important thing is the give reason question. Bone of our backbone is not straight, it is curved, tedha. Why? In box it is given, vertebral column is curved to maintain the balance of the body. This is curved to maintain the balance of the body, and while we are in erect position, I am standing erect in front of you, and I am erect because my vertebral column is curved. So this part you have understood. And one more thing, it is curved so it will absorb pressure while running, playing. It acts as a shock absorber. Okay, and it plays an important role to absorb the pressure. So why the vertebral column is curved, we have understood. And today up to this much. In the next video, we will discuss the next part. Thank you very much.